But can Tea Party send a president to the White House in 2012? Amy Kramer of the Tea Party Express is joining us to weigh in on the future of the party and its relevance in 2012. Welcome. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about presidential politics right now. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are hoping that they may be winning the GOP nomination to run against President Obama. If that person happens to be Mitt Romney, is that a candidate that the Tea Party Express can back?
Well, I think that whoever is a Republican nominee, they're going to have the support of the Tea Party movement, the entire Tea Party movement. And we're looking for somebody that has great ideas and, you know, can take the initiatives and be a leader to get this country back on track, you know, financially. I mean, we're in dire straits and we just can't continue down this road.
Does that mean you would support a Romney campaign if he turns out to be the front runner?
If Romney is the nominee, I believe that, you know, we want to defeat Barack Obama. So if Romney is the nominee, we would support him. But we're a sponsor in a presidential debate later this year, so we're completely neutral, we're unbiased in this, and we just want to see the cream rise to the top and see who that candidate's going to be.
There are those who suggest that some members of the Tea Party are not satisfied with what's going on out there right now, and if the nominee doesn't suit them, that they may go out and campaign for a third party. Is that something you see happening?
I don't think it's going to happen, Uma. We have two very viable parties, and we need to work from within, you know, within those two parties. There's no way that we're going to, you know, support a third party candidate. It would split the vote, and it would guarantee re-election for Barack Obama, and we need to crush Obama. We have to get him out of the White House. So we're going to focus on the Senate and the White House, and I believe that this Tea Party movement can have a massive impact, just like we did in 2010.
Well, you know, after that last election, the influence was quite profound in terms of the candidates who were backed by the Tea Party and actually got into office. There are those who are suggesting now that some of that influence has waned and that the Tea Party itself cannot determine the outcome of who's going to be the GOP nominee in 2012. How do you see that?
I completely disagree with that. I mean, we are still having an impact here in Washington. I really believe that if it were not for this Tea Party movement, they would have already raised the debt ceiling and the spending would continue to be out of control. We have reined them in, and that's why you're even seeing Democrats. I mean, look at the debt ceiling vote that they had this week in the House. The Democratic Party was completely split. If it weren't for this movement, I don't think you would have even seen that. So I absolutely believe that we're having an impact here in Washington, and we're going to continue to have that impact. We are here to hold them accountable, hold their feet to the fire. We want them to rein in the spending, and we're not going to back down.
But there is some division within the Tea Party ranks over the current budget proposal that's being offered up by Congressman Ryan about the issues of Medicare. And there are those who are saying perhaps that they can't support what's out there at this moment. And that's splitting up the Tea Party members in terms of what they want to back and how they want to go about doing it.
I wouldn't say that it's splitting up the Tea Party. The problem is Washington, the Republican Party specifically, has an issue with the messaging of Medicare. The Democrats are winning this messaging war right now, and we have to get out front. The bottom line is that Medicare, as we know it, changed with the passage of Obamacare. They are taking $575 billion from Medicare, reallocating it to Medicaid to grow that welfare class, and you have on average 10,000 baby boomers a day joining Medicare. The numbers don't add up. The Board of Trustees for Medicare have said if we don't do something about Medicare and do some reforms, in 2024 it's going to be bankrupt. So the radical thing to do would be do nothing. We can't continue to kick the can down the road, and the Democrats have no plan. The Republicans are at least putting something out there, and we have to start somewhere, but they need to get out front on this messaging.
All right, so you're very clear that the Tea Party's influence is stronger than ever. All right, thank you so much for joining us.